Here with Iman Shumpert, 9-year NBA veteran, 2016 NBA champion. Iman, I appreciate you taking the time with us today, man.
Well, man, thanks for having me.
So just right off the bat, is there anything in particular you kind of want to get off your chest? Obviously you finished up with the Nets this past year. Now you're a free agent, but is there anything in particular you want to get off your chest right off the bat?
I wouldn't say anything I wanted to get off my chest, just constantly clearing up that narrative that, because I didn't take the Houston deal that I don't want to play anymore, or, not being on a team for the full year, not being on a roster for the full year somehow influences my love for the game, because it doesn't. This is one of them things where contractually I, couldn't come to an agreement. And in my off time, in most instances, I understand that most players would probably do all promotion of just basketball, but just to try and get back into the league and get into the swing of things. And I didn't feel forced to have to prove to people that I was working out. Anything I could attach my mind to as a challenge, I'm going to try. And I think with the music and, doing a couple of the acting things, I think everybody sort of got confused with what was going on. But after turning down that contract and having that idle time, it was like, go to work out, and then these opportunities come. Usually I would be frustrated in my mind and say, nah, man, I should be on the team. I don't feel like I'm getting the respect. I usually get in those frustrations. And this year, as a family guy, I was just like, I'm going to bet on myself. That situation I didn't feel like complimented me going into the 9th year of my career. And I felt like it was a time to make a big boy move and say, I don't want to do that. That and the cost of that was a year in the league. And I'm okay with that because, while I'm at home, I'm working.
Which game was it where you guys knew what time it was?
It was either headed to Game 5 or from Game 5, but we were sitting on the bus, and Bron said they defeated. They don't want to come back here. Like they know if they don't get it done in Cleveland, we coming back here and they're going to lose. Like I could see it in their face. Nobody wants to deal with that pressure. Bron starts going into his experiences. Like, I've been here. I'm telling you, they can't respond to that. Nobody could respond to that. Not being down 3-1 is too much. He just started putting this in our mind as this is how this is going to go. And you're going to believe me because I've been through it. And I think when he did that, everybody calmed down. And we started to feel like we damn near had an advantage being down. He made me believe like it's impossible for us to lose. That's how I felt. I felt like there's no way we lose this game. And anytime you got 15 guys that believe that's hard to deal with. We had problems during the year with completely being together and on one accord. And I think when the playoffs started, where we no longer cared about our status or our roles, it became this personal feeling of we have to beat Golden State like they took our title. We allowed LeBron and Kyrie to play freely, and they had no rules. I had no rules. When we came in, it was, Iman, no rules, guard Steph. I don't care what the ball's, guard Steph. Playing somebody 7 times, there's nothing more fun than trying to break the opposition in that series. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to break people that it's like, I've seen every play. We've seen every play you've thrown at us. We've seen every defensive scheme. I know your favorite move. I know where you want to shoot from. Can you win? When it comes to that and you see LeBron and Kyrie have the offensive performances they had, you really start to understand how dope Game 7 was. Honestly, this. I don't think I ever cleared this up. Okay. All right. First of all day we complimented his temperament. President Obama's temperament, his confidence, his aura period of being able to walk in the room and you could feel when he's in the room. Our first example of actual power, getting ready to take the picture when they handed him jersey. When he said, "Can we get this podium moved? Hey, team, can we get this podium moved?"
Why don't we strike the podium here so we get a better picture? Team, come on up.
There were guys that came from I did not see these people. Like, I didn't see these Secret Service agents. Wherever they were, I didn't see them.
Right.
When they came to move all of that stuff, new people stood in their spots. So it was like a hockey team
The line change was just must have been amazing.
And I was like, oh, oh my Lord. I say, y'all don't see that? After we start taking the picture, I still was sitting there talking to Jordan. I say, J-Mac, they did never disassemble this podium like this. Like, and then he was like, I got such a great team.
Do you think that team had a little bit more of a shelf life than it would?
I do. I definitely think so. I think we should. With me, I'm big on keeping the same type of team, feeling like there's a team that can really get it done. I always felt like you got to keep a team like that together for at least 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? When you really feel like you got a nucleus, you add 1 or 2 people, yes, but I feel like the only way to win championships is to have a consistency in the guys you bring together. The cool thing about with the Cavs, it only took 2 years. And in those 2 years, I feel like maybe we should have appreciated more. You know, me and Kyrie have spoken and just talking about being in that time and thinking you're making all these right decisions and thinking you're making decisions for yourself. And then sort of looking back and saying, you know, you live and you learn. I'm not saying I regret it, but we had a good thing going. Sometimes you wish you would have held on, or, you know, the owners and, you know, the rest of the front office would have held on to us all for longer. But we got what we needed. We got done what we were supposed to get done. So I think everybody's happy about it. When you see these guys, there's always big smiles, a lot of hugs. Being a part of that was special. And, you know, we're all very, very appreciative of that. We just wish we could have held it together for maybe, you know, 2 more years. 2 more years, see what we could do.
You kind of went viral. You throw a towel toward Tyronn Lue. It ends up on Tyronn Lue's shoulder. What do you remember most from that? If you want, you can set whatever record needs to be straight about that.
That particular day, and me and T. Lue had just gotten to, you know, a little dispute. Basically, I wanted to abandon the game plan. I wanted them to have to make an adjustment. I was going to start doing whatever I was going to do defensively on the scheme. And I wanted T. Lue's clearance. And we spent the whole time out. We argued, well, not me and him, but the team was trying to get an offensive scheme together that I felt like at the end of this scheme, something better changed. Nothing changed. And when I had the towel, I was like, well, forget what I said. And I sort of just leaned it on T. Lue. And what's crazy, I didn't think anybody saw it. We was like, when I got after the game and I spoke with him the next day and everything, because I was like, T. Lue, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it was like a meme and everything. And he, you know, he laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? He told me, like, he was like, yeah, whatever. I ain't running your ISO to your right hand no more. If you don't, you know, it was one of those type of things, man. He was really cool about it. I realized afterwards when I did it, I was like, damn, on camera, it looks completely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It was funny, but at the same time, it was like, why is he using him for a towel rack? Like, people don't realize Melo doing the 3 to the head. How that started was Rasheed Wallace. You know, Rasheed, every time he had a 3, he always had a 3-point celebration.
Right.
He started the 3 to the head, and then she got hurt. But she just started this. And it was funny as hell because Melo, of course, it's like, come on, man, it's Melo, man.
He
The man,
popularized it. It took off.
anything, yeah, he go listen, once the God do it, everybody go run with it. So everybody's like, yo, the Melo 3 to the head. And
Sheed. Via Sheed.
yeah, we all thought it was funny. And she comes in one day. He wasn't there early for some reason. And we all getting dressed. She walk in and he say, hey, Melo, I'm not even going to charge you for that. But he did it, and he was showing us. We was looking on ESPN like everybody's going crazy. Little kids is doing it for their games. You know, all the little street ballers at Dykeman and the Rucker, everybody's doing it.
Everyone took it. Everyone took it. Once Melo started doing it, it went viral at that point.
And I told them to calm down. They was doing it so much. I'm like, gee, that don't hurt y'all fingers? Like hitting yourself in the head with straight fingers, that don't hurt? Like I'm cool.
Shump, I appreciate you taking the time, man. We could go all day, man, honestly, but I appreciate you. And
hey, Shams, anytime you want to call my brother, you can call.
We'll talk, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Have a good one, bro.